15 minutes. So I wanted to get down and dirty and talk to you guys about whatever it is that you want to ask, talk about, get advice with, cut up, whatever it is that you want. 3, 2,
Yeah.
1, let's go.
Awesome. I just want to say, first of all, before we get into the nitty gritty, I'm on Ashley Smith's team. You know, Ashley Smith. She's my coach, and we had a team call with you like a week or so ago, and you gave me a shout out in the team call.
Oh.
And that was super awesome.
Well, thanks for coming back.
Yeah, of course.
So what's going on?
Nothing. We just finished our workout for today for the group.
I love it.
That was awesome. It's super hard. We're actually doing 2 programs at the same time right now.
Kind of prepping us for the work.
Yeah, we're doing Transform 20, obviously, with your group, and we're also doing 10 rounds right now. So we are training hardcore.
But you should feel really fit. You should be getting there.
It's definitely hard to do the step, which is obviously leg focused, and then to do boxing, which is also leg focused, but you don't think that it's leg focused. So my legs are jello every day.
Yeah, the worst part is I go to work after those both workouts, and I'm using my legs all day long. I'm like, man, I don't know how much longer I can do this.
Well, after you eventually be ready for Asylum Volume 1 and 2 if you've never tried that before.
Yeah, no, we haven't. We've done a couple. We haven't done the whole program, but back before we started doing actual programs, we would just pick workouts here and there. And we did a couple of those and a couple of T25. Yeah. And we did Shaun week a couple times, which is probably our favorite ones to do.
I can do that every day, but she gets bored real quick, so we kind of bounce around a lot.
Yeah, no, I get that for sure. Yes. Well, it's good that you guys are switching it up and you're doing it together.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it makes it so much better when you have someone to do it with, because accountability is huge.
Yeah, definitely. And we definitely push harder when we see each other doing it right next to us. And with the transformers that we have to do, I'll read off which numbers we got last week, and then I'm I'm gonna do better than you this time, and it definitely pushes us to go harder.
I know that minute is it's so funny because the workout itself is obviously challenging. But if you're a competitive person, you get to that 1 minute of a transformer and you're like, there's no way I'm going to do less than I did last week.
Yeah.
It makes you really push.
Yeah. And
it's a couple of them were just how did I even get that much last time? It's all right, let's try it.
I know. It's so funny. I'll read it off and I'll be okay, I got 168 last time. And I'm oh my God, I have to be 168. But
it puts you in a mental focus that, especially in the beginning, you're I always say if I can get more than half of that in the first 30 seconds, then I'm
that's what I always try to set my goal. If I got 80 last time, I'll be okay, well, I have to get 50 in the first 30 because then I'll get 100 at least. And it definitely helps to push. And those are good too, because I get in this mentality a lot where I hit that wall and I'm it's okay, I've hit the wall, I'm good, I'll just stay at the wall instead of trying to push past it. But then once we have the transformers, it helps me get past that and you can do harder than you're doing, so why aren't you doing
it? Yes, that is the mental conversation that you have. I mean, I think for people who really do it, this is natural. I mean, I still do it to this day. People are oh my God, you created it, must be easy for you. I'm no, the fuck it's not, it's hard. You know what I mean? It's so terribly difficult in a really good way. So, so do you have any struggle? Are you guys we're good, we got this?
I definitely have struggle. I don't know about you, but we've been doing Beachbody. Well, I've been doing Beachbody on and off since high school, but I have a 2-year-old, and when I gained a bunch of baby weight, way more than you're supposed to. And so trying to get that baby weight off is what really has been my driving force for it all. And then we're getting married in 5 months. So I'm I want to look awesome. Wedding dress is amazing. So I want to look amazing in it. So we've been pushing extra hard for probably the past 2 months is when we really kicked it into high gear, working out every single day. We do the portion fix, Autumn's portion fix. We eat straight to that every single day. And so we've been pushing extra hard recently, but I get in these funks when I don't see a physical transformation going on fast enough, and then I'm well, I'm just gonna stop because it's not working anyways. And that's why I've been stopping so much. But this is why now we've been doing it super hard. So
Also, I wanted to add before you come in here, but I've told her like recently because she's been doing it a lot more than she should. I think it's like the scale thing. I think the scale is a big like deceiver and all that too. And I think like the less she does that and does it kind of more spread out, then I think you'll see a difference on the scale and how you look at yourself. Because I looked at a couple pictures before I started doing the double duty workouts and stuff, and like I could definitely see big differences. But don't do it every day. Otherwise, you're not gonna like really see yourself every day. You're not gonna see the difference, in my opinion. But yeah.
So there's one thing that you're doing absolutely wrong. Are you ready?
Yes.
You're setting yourself up for failure because you are getting involved in situational exercise. You are so focused on, and this is the common theme for everyone, but you're so focused on, how do I say this? You're so focused on the wedding day that then gets in your head to be like, why am I not seeing results fast enough? Which then adds stress, which then push pressure, which then push you in the space of, well, then why the hell am I even doing this, right? Well, I don't know if you curse, but I curse. But
I curse.
Okay. So my thing is like, you have to eliminate the wedding day. Not in real life. I'm just saying, in your mind, you have to eliminate the wedding day. Because what's going to happen is you are going to force yourself to look so good on your wedding day that it's not going to be a lifestyle change. It's going to be a wedding day change. And then after your wedding, you're going to be like, oh, we did it. And then you don't think you are. You're going to be like, I'm going to stick to this. And you're like, no, I'm not, because you're so overly exhausted from pushing to the wedding day. What I want you to do is say with each other, I want you to, whether you have a calendar on your refrigerator or you can get a blank piece of paper, and I want you guys to come up with a date for a year, 2 years, 2 years and 6 months after your wedding day, and make that your goal. Because here's what's going to happen. When you get married and you kind of settle down into real life, you'll stick to the lifestyle. I've seen it time and time again. Everyone's like, I want to get back into my wedding dress. So there's a couple of reasons why 20 years later, you're not going to get into your wedding dress. One, you get older, your body shifts and changes, metabolism. That's the natural thing. The other thing is pretty much the same. It's just like, okay, like my workouts change a little bit different. But the main thing is people just stop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They get so burnt out, and then they keep going back to like, oh my God, remember, honey, I was so beautiful on my wedding day. No, like eliminate the wedding day. Like eliminate it from your mind altogether. And every day when you work out, you're like, just like in 2022 in the summer, like when we go on vacation, our child is going to be 4 years old. We're going to, I don't know what it is, but put it so far in advance, because you also have the back end, which is what you said is, I wasn't supposed to gain this much weight. Who determines how much weight you're supposed to gain when you're pregnant? Like women do that a lot. I mean, because men can't, but men have our own, like, men have their weight gain too, because sometimes it's like connecting to the spouse and they're like, well, she's going to eat ice cream, then I'm going to eat ice cream, and I don't want her to feel bad, so I'm going to eat the pizza too, so it's this culmination of, so you also have to say, you have to get rid of like, I wasn't supposed to gain that. I'm like, yes, you were. Whatever happened was exactly supposed to happen, because you didn't deal with it beforehand, so it was supposed to happen. So one, you have to eliminate, I wasn't supposed to. Yes, you were, and you have a beautiful, what do you have, a girl, boy?
A boy.
You have oh, geez. That 2-year-old, I don't know about y'all, but that 2-year-old is a lot.
Yeah, I watch your videos, I can't imagine having two of them.
It's crazy. But so, like the 2-year-old is here. It's like, it's an amazing thing. And the weight gain was for that. And, you're healthy now, you're focused, and you guys both have commitment and you're working together. There's so many great things to worry about. You can eliminate, I wasn't supposed to gain that weight. And then, like I said before, and like how I started this, you guys both, and Phil, if she's like, oh my gosh, like I'm not gonna look good on my way to don't get mad at me. This is my acting skills.
No,
and she's like,
I tell her, you just gotta keep going or whatever. Like I fasted for like a couple years back or whatever, and yeah, I liked how I looked, but I wasn't getting the results, and I always felt exhausted and stuff. So I've kind of already been through the gaining the weight, losing the weight, gaining the weight. So I don't really need somebody else to like motivate me, but I'm glad I can be there for her because she's, that's what she needs. You know what I mean?
Right,
So, like
right.
I know exactly where she's coming from or whatever, and I'm happy to do it, obviously. But
And on the flip side, like, do me a favor and let her encourage you, because
yeah,
we all have times of struggle. And the reason why I say that is because the encouragement that other people give is also encouragement that they use, right? So if she's like, come on, babe, like, let's get these, I don't know if you call him babe, but like, come on, let's get, I want you, you call out the numbers in the Transformers, right? So you're going to say, you got 172. I want you to get at least 188, right? Like, push him. So it's like the kind of encouragement. Maybe you don't need the, physical in terms of body image encouragement, but, like, you guys should continue to encourage each other. I think just before marriage in general, it's a really great habit to get into. Constantly encouraging each other. A little competition is always fun amongst spouses, but because this time is really going to carry you to after the wedding day. Like, I want you guys to get on your wedding day, and of course you want to feel beautiful, look beautiful, and obviously you want to celebrate that. Like, wow, we've been so focused and committed, but I don't want that to be the finish line. I want that to literally be, I want that to be the starting line. Like, the two of you now are passing the baton to the two of you that's going to be there 3, 5, 7 years down the road so that you can make this lifestyle change.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely. Because I worry sometimes about like if I'm just going to quit after. Obviously, I don't want to, but I worry about that because I'm like, oh, once I hit that goal, I don't need to do it anymore. But like, obviously, I need to continue to do it throughout the entire time.
You have to define what sorry, Phil, I'm gonna say this because I don't want to forget. You have to define what your goal is. Like, you have to define, a goal is not a date. A goal is a feeling. And so basically, are you saying I only want to feel like this for 3 months, or do I want to feel like this forever? Go ahead, Phil. What were you gonna say?
I actually lost my train of thought. It's okay.
Ah,
no big deal. No, it's fine.
If it comes back, let me know. I would lose my train of thought, and that was just really.
I was like, let it happen, man. It's fine.
So anyway, so you kind of have to, just keep pushing forward with the mentality. So there's something else I want you guys to do together, which I don't know if you've heard me mention this before, but at the end of each workout, I want you to like talk to each other, like, what was the toughest moment in that workout, and how did you get through it? Every single workout you do, or at the end of the day, because you guys are doing doubles, right? At the end of the day, so go ahead, Phil.
It's kind of funny that you mentioned that because after our workout and like after I was doing school or whatever, I came down and they were about to do the call. I told her before I went upstairs, I was like, it was like not the push-up jacks, but it's the one where you like put your hands on it and you put one to the side and you jack with your feet and you come back to the other side like this.
Yeah.
And you do that twice in the workout, and both times I like quit within like the last like 10 seconds, not knowing it was the last 10 seconds. And I was like, you know what? Next time I'm gonna nail both of those, and I'm gonna push through both of those, and that'll be like my next like goal for that specific workout. It's not every single one.
Yes.
So it's kind of funny that you mentioned that because I just said that to her pretty much when I was talking to her earlier. So.
Yeah, I think that's so good. Like, and the other thing it'll do, and I know I'm not your marriage counselor, but the other thing that it'll do, like, it'll be like a natural progression of checking in life as you progress in your relationship. Like, Scott and I have a morning routine and an evening. Like, it's always like, no matter what happened during the day, like, we connect, whether it's even if we were together all day, it was, how was your day? Right. So I think while you're going through this journey together, just at the end of the day, when you guys are kind of settling in, be like, okay, what was the toughest part of your workout? How did you get through it? And then, talk amongst each other. All right, I have to go because there's someone else waiting. Listen, dig deep. Send me pictures of your wedding day because I want to see.
We will.
If for some reason I don't, speak to you guys again, congratulations. Continue to push through, work together, and it's going to be amazing.
Thanks. Can I have you real quick give a shout out to my mom and her friend because they're huge fans?
Yeah.
Real quick, it's Melissa and Marcus are their names.
Melissa and who?
And Marcus.
Marcus. Okay. Ready?
Yep, go.
Hey, Melissa. Hey, Marcus. Shaun T here. We are chatting about everything motivation, and I know you're going to stay motivated. Continue to dig deep and trust and believe in who you are.
Awesome. Thank you so much. There